Wow. How you been?
I've been fine. What about you?
Good.
How do you like the cold weather?
I don't like it.
I love it.
Do you?
I'm a winter girl, and I just love it. Yeah, it's probably why I love the ice rink so much, is because it's cool.
Yeah. Well, you know what I do like, though? I like that we're a small community again. I like seeing
It is. We go back to being a village.
Yeah, we do.
You know,
Yeah.
and everybody knows everybody at the market and then on Main Street. Everybody's saying hi, and it's going back to being a village, and there's a level of comfort with that.
There really is.
Yeah, but at the same time, at the end of winter, I look forward to seeing all our visitors.
Do you know who this I didn't even know it was Christopher Nugent Bovers.
Well, Christopher Nugent Bovers was the husband of Francie Bovers, and they were both patrons of the rink from the very beginning. And as you know, Chris passed away unexpectedly.
No, I didn't know him.
He did, yeah.
Oh, I see.
He passed away. I think he was about 45 or something like that. But anyway, they named it for him.
Was it named that when they first built the building?
No, it wasn't.
Okay, I
no,
didn't think
it was
so.
just, and it is, we are branded now as Nantucket Ice. That's what everybody knows us as. So we call ourselves Nantucket Ice.
And you are the new director?
Executive director.
Executive director.
Yes, yeah. We've got a full staff, as you know. We have Bob Hickman, who is our fantastic plant facility manager.
Sure.
And we have Muffin McMurray. Muffin runs the business office and keeps us all in line and keeps the business running and humming. And then I'll be overseeing a lot, but I'll also be heading up fundraising.
Yeah.
Which we have to do every year.
All right. So, were you involved in the ice rink prior to this? Are you a skater? How did this come about?
Well, the reason I
thought you were retired, by the way.
I sort of am.
They pulled you back out,
but,
didn't they?
This you come back for, especially me. So I joined the founding group in 1994. And it was a group of about 10 individuals. Bambi Malesko, Deanne Atherton and Kim Horn were working at the time.
Right.
But it was a group of people. We had Steve DeCesare at Pacific National Bank. We had Kevin Dale as an attorney consultant. So I joined the group then, and they, began as a group to build a community ice rink, which would encompass...
When was this? Back in the 90s?
This was 90s, yeah, 90s. So they aggressively, fundraised for it, and as you know, the rink was built.
Sport Nantucket Ice.
Yes, it was built in 2002, completed in 2002. And since then, we have been a flourishing community ice rink.
Yep.
So we've got boys hockey, we've got figure skating, we've got curling,
which has become even more popular.
Right. So yeah, that's growing and burgeoning. And we this year we're very excited because we now have a girls' varsity hockey team.
I heard.
Yeah.
They're having their first home game today.
You should come and see them.
Well, I want to. We the only issue is getting a host to host the game. I want to film the game.
Oh.
I think it should be filmed.
Let me see if I can help with that.
Somebody who knows the girls, or at least Travis gave me a number for the lacrosse coach. She's involved.
Yes.
What is her name? The number was wrong.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll get you some telephone numbers and we'll see if we can help you with that. But anyway, if you can, at least come and watch them, because I've watched them in their practices during the last few weeks.
Oh, we'll be filming them. I mean, it's definitely going to be
right. And they've all grown up through Nantucket Youth Hockey, which is yet another wonderful organization. There's about 150 kids in youth hockey right now.
How many girls are on that team?
Oh gosh, I think they've got about 20 girls all together.
That's good.
Yeah.
So they have a good squad.
They've got they've got a good resource.
That's exciting.
So we're very excited. So the ice rink is flourishing in terms of user groups. We also have public skaters.
Yep.
And so the most popular popular public skate is probably our Sunday skate, which has turned into a family skate. And so all the kids and families come on Sunday afternoon, and again, it's another wonderful experience.
And you can rent your skates there.
You can rent your skates. We have helmets, you know.
Right.
We also do summer camps in the summertime, such as Murray Camp, and we do what I refer to them as destination clinic camps, where hockey camps and figure skating camps come from other destinations, come here and run a camp for a week.
Yeah.
And so visitors and islanders alike can avail themselves of extra, you know, clinic instruction.
Yep.
They're really great. We put on 2 shows a year. We put on the holiday show, which we just did, and it was wonderful. And we put on another show at the end of the season, and that one is put on by the Nantucket Skating Club. Another good, great organization. So we're really lucky. So we flourish in terms of skating activities. And if you think about it, the ice time that can be used and purchased is finite, because there's only so many hours in the day, and so only so many hours of ice time are available. So we have lots of expenses. We have expenses, we have the usual that everybody else has, the utilities and so on and so forth. But we also have to make sure we fundraise not only for operations and continuing operations, but we fundraise for unexpected events, such as breakdown of equipment. You know,
I see,
like
right.
the dehumidification system or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
And because we're a large operation facility, when we have a breakdown of something, that's a large ticket item, you know.
Oh, sure.
So
it's like industrial.
Right, and we have to fly teams of people over to repair or reinstall and so on and so forth. So we've already replaced the dehumidification system at quite a large cost. So we always have we want to fundraise not only to sustain the rink so that the community can enjoy it, but we also have to to provide a cushion for these unexpected events.
Of course.
And this year I believe we're going to take down the ice. We try to take it down every 3 to 5 years, so that we can maintain the concrete surface and make sure everything's working properly, and then we put it back up again. That costs. And then
major operation.
Yes, on top of that, the board, we've got a wonderful, fully active and engaged board of trustees, all of whom are knowledgeable and partake at the rink in various activities. They're a wonderful board. Come up with the idea that we want to be a multi-purpose venue. And the way, isn't that exciting? The way we can do that is we have a 17,000 square foot ice sheet.
Yep.
And so how can we use that in other ways besides skating time? So skating, as you can imagine, has a seasonal up and down.
Right.
And summertime and late spring are the times of slow times.
Okay.
But what we're interested in as an organization is the summertime, when we can optimize the use of the rink by visitors, summer visitors, and people that hold events here. So we're interested in purchasing a dry floor system. And what that is it's an integrated interlocking floor system.
It's like what they use for the Celtics.
Exactly.
Over ice, they do the same thing.
They interchange.
Exactly.
So we're interested in buying one of those systems. And they're like a polypropylene plastic. They're about 1.5 inches thick. The tiles are about 3 by 4. They sandblast the tops so that they're skid-proof. They're very sturdy, and by virtue of the incorporating the strength into the building of the tiles, they're also insulated.
Of course, they'd have
so that when
the ice stays ice.
Exactly.
And you can warm. You can actually warm the room.
Yes, we can, and we can do that. So
that's awesome.
the floor itself takes to put down a floor that would cover our ice sheet, which again, as I said, is 17,000 square feet.
Yeah.
It takes about 5 or 6 people 2 to 2.5 hours. So that's 2 to 2.5 hours of setup, 2 to 2.5 hours of takedown.
Sure.
We also have to appropriate a room, which we have, for storage. storage and for easy in, easy out.
Right.
And the tiles travel in piles on pallets with motorized pallets. So we've got to fundraise for the cost of the floor and the pallets and any other, repurposing, restructuring of the room that which they get stored. It's fairly hefty bill, but
so what kind of venue could you imagine having there?
Well, we would like to have exhibitions, concerts, which I'm excited about, and things like the film festival.
Wow, you could really
Yes, we could do a lot, and especially again during those summer months when you can optimize its usage by virtue of the fact that we have so many people visiting and traveling to the island.
Right, exactly.
The other thing is, as a facility, as you see when you drive in every time, I mean, you've been here skating with Harry, we have great parking.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's a great spot for...
It is, and we already have the bathroom facilities, we've got a restaurant there, we've got everything. So
you're trying to take it to another level?
Yes. We're just trying to optimize at what we can do, to optimize our revenue.
Exactly.
Possibilities. So we're very excited about it. So we're going to begin fundraising. And that's one of my jobs, is to set up, a plan, which will be multi-tiered, of course, because we want to go to our local community. Yep. We want to go to the skating rink community, the community at large, but we also want to go to off-island. We'll go to recreational foundations. We will go to large donor individuals. We will do everything we can to purchase this, because we believe that it not only benefits the rink, but it benefits the community as well.
So the first step would be to get that floor? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, is to raise.
Would you like to raise a fund? What kind of money are we talking about?
Well,
like that?
The floor itself, just the floor, is approximately, we've done our homework.
Sure.
It's about $55,000.
Okay.
But we have to have motorized pallets because they're heavy, and in order to meet that 2-hour put up and take down time, we have to be efficient about it. So those are expensive. The shipping to bring it here to the island, as with everything else, is quite a few $1,000s. So I'm thinking that in order to be in and done and ready to operate, we're going to need about $75,000.
Okay.
So,
well, that's
not a crazy amount
for a place as big as that is,
right?
Which is what we're looking at in front of us, aren't we?
Yes.
I mean, I don't know if you were involved with that solar system that they got on there, but I'm sure that's been... Has that helped?
It's helped tremendously.
I bet.
And we will more than likely put in one more array.
One more array?
One more, yes.
Are you basically getting pretty much all your...
not all of it, but a large portion of it.
That's a voltaic.
It is, and so that was a tremendous undertaking.
So are you using electricity to cool the ice?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah.
Because obviously you must be, because you can either heat water with these, or you can make electricity. So you're making electricity to cool.
What you should do is one day. Because the facility has changed quite a bit.
Yeah.
It's wonderful, isn't it? It's changed quite a bit. You should have some time with Bob Hickman. Bob is the mastermind for the facility.
Definitely.
He's
love to.
So good at what he does.
Yeah.
And he, was the person that sort of spearheaded the installation.
I love the idea of that.
And you should talk to him, because it's very interesting how it works. But it's just stepped us up.
Well, sure.
But again, we want to step up with its usage and become a multi-use venue. And I think it's a great idea. I think
you're right next to the school. Look at this.
Yes.
The school is right here.
That was part of the original plans when we were looking for land for the rink. What we wanted was to be as close as possible to the school, so that the children could walk from school to the rink. And we actually have that happen now. As an example, twice a week we run a program called Kids on Ice. And Kids on Ice is, again, generously funded by the Nantucket Golf Club Foundation, because the ice time costs, the staffing costs, you know. But it allows children, all school-age children, to come and skate for free twice a week. And they can come to the rink, they get skates, they get a helmet. We have extra gloves and hats if they need it, and sometimes a few extra jackets if they forget them, which they do. But they can come and skate twice a week. And so the children, it's actually quite wonderful, because about 2:25 you can see this enormous galloping herd of kids coming from two directions. It's like lemmings, and they just come galloping in, and they're so happy to get in there. And we give them skates, and they all get onto the ice, and they just have a great time. We have one rule: no cell phones on the ice, because we want the kids to play and interact and have fun, and they do, you know.
Well, we're you know, even though we're a small island, we're pretty fortunate to be able to have that kind of a facility.
We are. I mean, we have the numbers for Kids on Ice, a daily attendance is between 60 and 100 kids, you know, coming on and off. And so it's a good program.
So how did you get involved, though? I mean,
well,
what is it? Is it in your background?
It is, yes. I've skated for a lifetime.
Okay, skating, but what about raising money like this? Being a fundraiser?
You know, I was a skater. I joined the group. Kim Horn walked into Congdon and Coleman one day, where I've been working and recently retired, and said, "Hey, we're starting this group. Can we put this diorama of the rink, you know, in the lobby so everybody can walk in and look at it?" And we're like, "Yes," you know. And I went out and I looked at it and I went, "Crikey, this is right up my alley. I want to join." You know. So she said, "We'd love to have you." I did join. I got all my instructional certifications in Canada and New York and here. And so I got elected to the board. I began working as a volunteer. I've worked as a volunteer since '94. But all of these people really have inspired me to continue in it and stay in it. And I love it. I love skating.
So that you like this challenge of what you're about to do?
Yes, love it. I want to do it because I want to see the floor.
Right, you want to make sure that is important. Yes, it is. You want that, Joe. Okay,
yes.
I got it. Now, how long have you been on Nantucket?
Charlie and I have been on just over 30 years. Yeah, and I worked at Congdon and Coleman for 25. I recently retired.
Yeah.
And
did you guys? Well, you're from England, right?
I was born and raised in England.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, how did you get over here?
Long story.
Charlie dragged you over here?
No, he didn't. No, I met him in New Jersey and we came up here together.
Oh.
Long story of how I got over here. You know, I have a very unusual life story.
No, I didn't know that.
I did. Yeah, I did.
So, all right. So, what's the next step? What do we need to do? So, we need to like knock on some doors, some heavy hitters.
We do. So, what we're going to do is I'm actually not taking the position until January 6th. That's my official start date. But I've been working behind the scenes.
You're already. You're not even out of the gate, Joe, and you got me on this thing.
Well, as I hit the ground running, and as someone said the other day, that her blades hit the ice already. We're going to get this done. And
that's
so,
great.
yeah, I've been behind the scenes, but we are going to create a plan, and I will create that in concert with the board of directors, and we'll have a fundraising committee, and we'll go from there. But we'll target different tiers of fundraising, you know, because there's a lot out there. There's many recreational foundations that are willing to provide support for what we're trying to do as well.
You might even find that somebody sees this and says, you know what, I really like where she's coming from and I love that rink and I want to help do something for the community.
I'm hoping that's the case.
I mean, for some of these people, 55 or 75, whatever, it's not that much.
No. But you know, we talked in the beginning of when you and I talked, we talked about the village.
Yeah.
And it took a village to build this
Oh, I remember it very well.
It took a village to build it.
You bet.
And it will take the village.
I like that
help with the
Sport
fundraising.
Nantucket Ice thing. I bring that thing back. That's a great one.
We should.
You should.
That was Brian Davis.
I love that idea.
That was his invention.
Smart.
Yeah.
Smart.
He was on the board at the time,
Smart.
too, in the very beginning years. He did that, and you're right, we should bring it back.
Bring it back.
Yeah, it's great.
It is. Okay, well, listen, Joe, good to have you come for a ride with me.
I'm so glad that you invited me.
Absolutely.
So all right.
All right.
I'm off.
You're off?
You'll see us out
Will you be around for the hockey?
Yes, I'll be here today.
All
I'll
right.
be walking around. I'm always here walking
Send
around.
me a phone number of somebody that might be able to do it, and maybe I'll film it tonight if I have a host.
Yeah. No, let me see what I can do.
Okay.
Let me see what I can rustle up.
Right.
We're at a difficult time of year because everybody's gone off Christmas shopping.
Oh, sure, I understand.
And the holidays. But let me see what I can do.
You might be able to do it.
I might be able to do it.
It'll just be you and me.
All right.
You'll be just wearing a microphone calling the game.
All right. It's been a long time since I've done that.
But you know all the girls, right? Pretty much?
Pretty much,
well, then
yes.
let's just do it.
All right, let me see who I can find. I'd like to find someone a bit more qualified than me, so
if you can't, for you. I'm available to do it. So it's the first one. I think it would be
all right, we'll give you a call.
All right.
Should I call or email you?
You can do whatever you want. Oh, no, not email. Text or call.
Okay,
That's
we'll
the best way to get me.
All right, I'll get you. All right, bye.
Bye, Joe.
Thank you.
You betcha.